evening. It's Tuesday 12th July 2022, week 5 of my actual running plan, or week 15 of Project Oh My Gosh. So today I'm doing my first run of the week, which is going to be a 50-minute steady pace run. I'm also going to try out an energy gel. So I got this from SIS, Science and Sport. I have to go for the orange, you know me, I love my orange flavors. So I thought I'd give that a try today, see how I feel with that as a kind of carbohydrate source. I think it's a good test period because it's quite muggy today, it's really hot and really humid, so I'll definitely need some sort of energy to replenish myself across the run. After my long run on Sunday, I was actually physically quite drained on Monday. I could feel the exhaustion. Not only from the run, I did a lot of walking that day as well, but in that heat, it was really quite severe. So on Monday, I did a bit of yoga as well, just to help recovery and keep my body moving. And it definitely paid dividends, but wow, it was absolutely cream crackered on Monday. And I've not really felt that before from my run, so I think definitely a mixture of heat, exhaustion, but also the level of training I'm doing now. Anyway, 15-minute run, let's get to it. First run of week 15 done. It was quite a dull run. I was running around kind of the same loop in this park, but it was quite good because it's low impact, or lower impact than tarmac, and it's park not really running before. There are some positives to the run. Firstly, I managed to keep moving and I didn't feel as much shin pain or any really, so it makes me feel a bit more confident I can run longer distances with fewer intervals. I ran a bit faster secondly, which I'm really happy about. It wasn't again my fastest pace ever, but I can see a progression of some of the fast pace I can run out without injury, which is really good. Thirdly, the success was running with these energy gels that well, just one energy gel today, and the biggest challenge was opening it, especially with sweaty hands. But it's really weird. I've not the texture. I've not. For those who haven't tried it, it looks like a clear gel. I accidentally squeezed quite a lot of it out at once, so it's like a blob of orange jelly. But it was actually really nice. I didn't feel like any say stitch forming or any heaviness, which is really positive. I think I just felt a bit fatigued, but I think it's more to do with the heat and the humidity rather than the gel. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm going to try some more of these different versions. If you've run with different things, please let me know. I'd love to try out the different products and see what works for me. So any advice you have would be awesome. And on a side note, I actually set myself targets this year prior to my injury and prior to having COVID for the second time. So I had 5 goals and 5 tiers I set for myself this year for running, and this run actually I hit my first target, which I call the oak plinth. So it basically targeted to run 156 kilometers across the year. That was my lowest bar, because I wanted to make sure I could stay active and sustain my running quite frequently. So I'm really happy for the oak plinth. I was really close to hitting it early in the year if I maintained my kind of training period, but then injuries and holidays and all the other things have really affected it, unfortunately. But I'm so happy that I've managed to get there, and fingers crossed we get to the next goal. And let's go for the next activity for the week. I'll see you there.
Hello. Wake up.
It's a morning run time. So it's my first morning run in a while actually. I think I've done it like this for, since maybe a month or two ago. It's one of the few times this month was actually cold in the day. Especially this week's heat wave is really taken it out of me for some of the runs I've done. So today's run will be 40 minutes, it's a steady pace. I'm hoping to pick up the pace slightly because it's a shorter time compared to some of the other runs I've done this week and the previous week, as well as the fact that I think I've run that distance in my run walk run splits now, so I might see if I can run a bit more. But I'm feeling good. I'm a bit dehydrated, but yeah, let's get to it. Let's have some fun today. I'm excited to go for this run and feel fresh and awake for the morning. Run done. It felt okay for the first half. I was running at a much faster pace I think than I expected to. I think that impatience got to me slightly of having to run really slowly for the last few weeks. It's a shame. So I think by the time I got to the second half, I could feel the impact through my shins and my knees a bit, which wasn't great. So I ended up actually running slower in the second half, which is a bit pants, but it is what it is. I had to run slow because I could feel the just some of the discomfort in my legs really. So yeah, sadly that's a lesson I've got to realize. Next few weeks I've got to be a bit more patient with my pace, a bit more relaxed with it, and just allow my body that recovery time and the right recovery nutrition, as well as the right kind of strength training to complement the recovery. So yeah, quite a humbling run today. I think part of this recovery is also having the confidence to push yourself to different speeds as well. So today, in preparation for my long run this weekend, I should be doing a 20-minute recovery run or steady pace run. But again, just to switch the volume up from running, I'm starting to do a bit of cycling. So I'll be doing a 40-minute cycle, a steady pace along the canal. And yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm using a different bike today. It's more of a commuter bike than like my normal bike. So it's a bit slower and a bit heavier, but I view it as extra benefits of training. I'm feeling quite pumped, to be honest. Really awake and refreshed. So yeah, I'll see you at the end. And yeah, let's get the cycle and enjoy your weekend of activities. I'd love to hear from more about you, what you have done as well. Please comment below, please share. Take care, I'll see you in a second. Hello, cycle nearly done. I actually ended up cycling for nearly an hour now, and it's been really enjoyable. The weather's been gorgeous. Been a lovely breeze by the canal, and there's not been too much traffic. I did get clouted by a few bees on the way there. But fortunately they seem to be okay, and they didn't sting me as well, which is a win-win. But it's just nice to be out in the park. I can feel the volume of training now on my knees and quads. I feel a bit of soreness, so I think at some point next few weeks I need to start incorporating a few more strength activities and yoga recovery into this program, just to help really, because I don't think it's gonna get any easier. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'd love to hear from you guys as well. If you guys cycle or work out on Friday, what you do, and any of your routines, please comment below. It's really nice to know what you guys are up to. So for Sunday, we'll be doing around a 100-minute run or so. So we're getting closer to the 2-hour mark. So I think it'd be quite interesting to maybe mix up some gels and some liquids and actually figure out what works for me as a hydration strategy and also as a fueling strategy. So it's weird that this is kind of the level I'm starting to hit now, and these are things I have to consider. But it's also quite exciting knowing something new to learn and one of the benefits of marathon training. So yeah, I'll see you in the next part, and I'd love to get your thoughts on how your training is going, your fitness and activities, especially now with British summer kicking off. Hello, 17th July 2022. Welcome, Project Oh My Gosh team. So today is Sunday, so I'm doing my long run, as you know. So it's going to be an hour 40 in time, or hour 50, depending on how I feel, which on estimation should be around 12-13 kilometers, which is going to be quite a brutal run in this heat. So I might take it a bit easier just to not dehydrate and push my body too much, kind of in the injury zone, but do the best I can and try and get the mileage where I can. So really looking forward to it. Long run done. So I actually ran an hour 50 today as opposed to the hour 40 I planned. But I thought I'd charge myself, considering I'm running a half marathon in 2 weeks as part of my training plan, and give us a bigger challenge, especially in this heat. I thought, why not? 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, difficult, not my smartest move, but I managed to run through some new areas. So ran through the forest, ran through some towns and streets. So got a nice variety of terrain to run on. Got some hill training in there, got some uphill and downhill, so good to challenge everything. And to be fair, I'm quite happy with that run. I felt quite accomplished in terms of managing out my pace, having the patience to pick up the pace when you need to and slow down. And I think actually I picked up pace by the end of the kilometers, which I think is going to be my strategy for the actual marathon. So it's nice to be able to go yes, I'm going to start really slow, but I'll inch it up quicker and yeah, it felt great. So yeah, today's run I had Lucas at Akimbo again, and I also took 2 gels with me, or 2 sachets, and I tried to kind of intersperse between them. And to be fair, it was nice to have it because I didn't feel low on energy. But first of all, warm gels are not the one. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not great. And today I tried a blackcurrant and tropical flavor, and I think I realized blackcurrant is not the flavor for me in terms of like energy drinks or supplements, because it tastes again like, I guess, like having like warm blackcurrant squash, which is just like not really that appealing. It feels like something you'd have when you have like a cold or something. So yeah, wasn't great. But the tropical one was decent. I'm quite happy that in this especially quite intense heat, I only needed 1 like Lucozade bottle. I expected to have finished both really, but I think balancing that between the gels and kind of pacing myself and hydrating before the run all really helped. So yeah, really happy with that. That's my furthest run, so in terms of distance and time, on what I've kind of been recording this year, so I'm really happy with that. I hit my 12k target, which is also really good. So it means I'll do the half marathon in 2 weeks time. It's not, again, too big a leap as well, like it's within my wheelhouse. But the learning from today is start slow, take the time, build up the pace, feel comfortable. Because the moment you get a rhythm, you feel like you can just carry on going. I think at one point I was trying to just like do like a scan to see if I was feeling any injuries or anything, and to be honest, I just felt like, how am I running? Like I just didn't, it felt almost just kind of in a flow state, which is really positive. But other thing I've learned is you need to really after a while, like just pounding them across the distance is painful, so I'm gonna try and run a bit more on grass where I can. I did feel some fatigue or soreness in my legs, like where my shins are, but I think that's more to do with cramping rather than impact. I'll be trying to manage that better. Have a good playlist. I had I went to see Agent Tracy recently, and great artist, but also really great for running too, especially when you like need energy to go up a hill. Good way to pump you up. So yeah, thank you for making awesome music to run to. But please, in the comments below, give some suggestions for music, because I'd like to get a new running playlist going as well, and it'll definitely help with some of these longer runs. So just for reference as well, I've realized that, so the shoes I'm currently wearing, I bought them recently, so up until today I'd done 20 kilometers in them. So today I've run 12 kilometers, so pretty much done half the distance of the existing life of the shoes in one run. So it means I'm running quite far and I'm running long distances, so music will help, but also, yeah, any suggestions or advice generally be useful for myself. I know I'll start like looking and making sure I'm comfortable in these longer runs as well, making sure that I'm enjoying where I can. But yeah, really proud of the run, really happy. So thank you so much again for following me on this journey. It's great to have people to engage in the content with, and in terms of the whole process of the marathon, from not just diet but also recovery and training. So yeah, I really appreciate that, and the donations are really overwhelming. So thank you so much for your support. I don't say every week, but it does get me through the training, knowing that there's people I'm committing to as well, not only the charity people who, like yourself, who've donated, who are there cheering me on the sidelines. So thank you. And those who haven't donated, I know you're still there supporting me, but if you're able to donate, just check the link below. It doesn't hurt. That because there's a heatwave currently going on in the UK, National Rail actually, so the look, the UK train body are actually painting the rails white in some areas to kind of reduce the thermal energy absorbed by the rails, to prevent, to reduce the expansion in certain areas, and potentially prevent the tracks from bowing, which is, I think, really cool. I've never experienced anything like this before in the UK, so it's quite interesting to see the precautions taken. But good work to them for taking a proactive approach. Like, that is awesome. The other thing I've learned, it's not anecdotal, I can't speak too much. I can't speak too well. I don't speak too well. I don't speak too well after a long run and not too much hydration. I can feel like my tongue like almost like a sandpaper. Exhibit B. I feel my tongue being almost sandpaper-esque. So yeah, I think I need to lie down and get some water in me. So thank you so much for your support. Take care. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.